Okay. Greetings. We are live on the DigiMarCon podcast here in Denver, and I'm here with my host, Sam McLeod, and we want to do a recap on yesterday's session, how to use AI like a pro. Sam, help people understand, what did we talk about? What can they learn?
What we talked about yesterday was the multiple features within specifically OpenAI. ChatGPT is the main one that a lot of people use, and there's Perplexity, another one. So we just focused on OpenAI. We talked about agent mode. Agent mode is where you can get the AI platform to open a separate browser within AI, within ChatGPT, and it can do functions for you. It can log into Facebook for you. It can post on Facebook for you. It can look at, maybe don't give it your QuickBooks, but it can look at your CRMs. It can run all that stuff for you while you do other work. It runs on the back end. So it's optimizing what you're doing where you can focus on other tasks.
Crazy thing is, all of us, we use ChatGPT all the time. We think we know it. But when we activated agent mode, the whole room was like, wow, and people were talking to each other. Because they were watching it work on the browser as it logged into a website and started making changes, rearranged a YouTube channel, organized things inside a CRM, and we had 6 or 7 of these windows that were open as it was just, we were watching it do stuff and talking to it, and I was sort of a jerk, like, no, you didn't finish it, or why didn't you get that done, or make sure you do this and that, or the blog post you made doesn't honor our article guidelines, here's some changes. What were some of the people saying about that?
They were amazed. They had never seen anything like that. What we did was also just a lot different than other people that presented there. We didn't have any presentation. We just showed up and plugged in the computer. Did all of it live. So we had multiple screens going, multiple agents going live, showing them how you actually do it. And they were blown away by how effective it was, really, how much it could get done. It was just showing them how to manage them. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Because at conferences like this, people are just AI this and AI that. Like every session here is AI, and people are feeling like they're behind, they can't keep up, it's going to eliminate their jobs. And a lot of these other presenters, it's not like they're bad people, but they're just reading PowerPoint slides. And it could have been the same slides from last year, DigiMarCon last year, and it's not.
It's all new people, so you never know.
What we've been doing is actual implementation. And I just love that, because we'll pull people from the audience and look at their data and be able to say, hey, here's all these credible items about you. Here's what Google has to say about you in the knowledge graph, not just Googling your name. And it's so cool having engineers like me and Sam, not salespeople in the used car showroom, but engineers who actually can get under the hood, and do the thing. And I introduced Sam as my co-founder for Local Service Spotlight. And he's building this stuff out for home service businesses, for other kinds of local businesses. Could be like chiropractors and whatnot. Because these guys, which might include you, have a great reputation. Well, we're assuming you're someone who does great work, you care about your reputation, you care about the reviews and all that. But that just hasn't been reflected into ranking in Google or being recommended in ChatGPT. So Sam, how does the non-technical person understand what this means, this whole like rank in AI, rank in SEO thing, if you're a local service business and you need to do something about that?
Yeah, the best way, let's take for example Suzanne Coriel from yesterday. This is a lady in the conference, and she was a great volunteer. We just Googled Suzanne Coriel, pull up her Google Knowledge panel. She actually had one.
She had one.
It just wasn't claimed. And there was only one that showed up, even though she has a sister that's Suzanne Coriel, and there's other people.
You have a great memory.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate
That's
it.
crazy.
But yeah, we pulled up Suzanne Coriel, looked at her, the company that she works for. It's, what was it? Digital Marketing Works? Yep. And they rank as well, but not on very many keywords. And so what we did is we broke it down for them to see, look, you have this business and you have your entity, who you are, 2 separate things. And all that we're going to do is we're going to make it so they work together so that Google knows you're someone with expertise, experience, authority, and they're someone that you can trust. So someone in the community, if someone, let's say for example, you're a chiropractor, someone in Las Vegas, Nevada, Google's chiropractors Las Vegas, you're going to show up because you have your entity home, your personal brand website where they can go and look up everything about you, and that's also going to link to your company website. So they work together to build up your brand reputation, so people in the community know who you are, and they know they can trust you.
So
that's
awesome.
That's what I would say to disambiguate it.
Yeah, exactly. So us as mechanics, we are looking under the hood, and we're saying, so there's all this stuff about your business on your website. There's stuff on your social medias like your LinkedIn and Facebook.
Yeah.
There's stuff about you as the founder, as the face of your company, where you take care of clients, you have a reputation. And these things are all over the place. And us as mechanics, we say, here are the particular items. Here's how Google sees it. Here's the confidence score that Google has assigned you if you have a knowledge panel. Here's the confidence score Google has assigned any other object like your business. Here's what it ranks on. Here's, the other entities you're associated with. Here's where you're getting links. Here's where you have the most trust. And then using ChatGPT, we can take a lot of that raw data and say, okay, now what do we do with it? How do we organize it better? Where do we clean up stuff? Where are things that are missing?
Yeah.
Like you have a great business, you have a lot of reviews on Google and Yelp and whatnot, but you don't have a personal brand website for your name to be able to show Google and ChatGPT, this is who I am as the owner and the figurehead of this business, which is a separate object.
That's what we're going to be talking about today. Is basically the topic is repurposing.
Yeah.
Taking all the content that is on the internet, all your socials like Nez talked about, branding across all of them equally, and then allowing Google to know that you are the figurehead. You're the person behind the website, on the about page, everything there.
Yeah. And that's how you rank on Google.
Yeah.
It's not that you're paying someone to buy links from Australia
Yeah.
or work some sort of technical magic because of some WordPress
SEO
plugins
or whatever,
Yeah.
like background stuff that no one can talk about. It's actual factual stuff that anyone can do.
So Sam, how would you define SEO?
From what we do, we optimize a search engine by showing it who the actual entities are and how they connect, and showing that they have authority. That's what optimizing it is. So it can see that you're somebody that can be trusted, and you're somebody that has the expertise. Like if you're a chiropractor, they want to know if you have the reviews, and we'll show the reviews. We'll show your LinkedIn, your Instagram posts with your patients, whatever it is. That's how you optimize a search engine.
Yeah. So it's literally demonstrating you do the thing that you say that you do in the city that you do.
Yeah.
If you're a chiropractor in Newport Beach, California, I need to see that you're connected in Newport Beach with other businesses, that you live there, that you go to
Community
the
event,
mall.
whatever, right?
I need to see that you're doing things that a chiropractor would be doing, different kinds of exams. You went to Sherman College for more training. I need to see all of that. So us as marketing mechanics, we're collecting all that information and we're organizing it in a way to make it clear for Google to understand, as opposed to when people talk about SEO, the tricking of Google.
It's no trickery.
Yeah. So if you are good at what you do, you can't do SEO. You can't hire for SEO, because all we're doing is structuring these experiences and your reputation into a format that Google appreciates.
Yeah.
And so you have these corroborating loops of evidence. And what Sam was saying about repurposing is, let's say that you were interviewed on someone's podcast and that was on YouTube, but that could be also put on your website. That could also be put in other places. And then factually, you have these corroborating loops of evidence. You're not just copying information, you're also structuring it and linking it together in the right way. And Google's like, oh, this guy's a chiropractor
In Long Beach.
in Long Beach. And then here's other people that he's connected to in Long Beach. And he's at a professional conference teaching other chiropractors. And
go to seminars, whatever, you're part of this group. You link it all together so it sees you're someone who's real.
And that information associated about you and about your company creates what's called citations. So a citation is any kind of piece of information that can be tied to that entity, the entity being you, your company, a place, a product that you have, if you sell products, right? And all we're doing is just structuring that. And then the more experience that you have, the more reviews that you get, the more podcasts or social media videos or any information about you, you as in your company or you as a person, that just increases everything that Google can understand, and then ChatGPT can understand about you.
Yeah, it amplifies it. Because if you do one thing, it's going to amplify the next thing, and that's going to amplify the next. Yeah. It's a continuing loop.
Yeah.
It's super fun, and we're just happy to do it with you guys. All of this is going to be live on Local Service Spotlight really soon. Personal
excited
brand
about
site
that.
builders going up.
Yeah.
I mean, we have our agency services that we do, high-rise influencers, AI apprentice.
Yeah.
It's all there. We're all here to help and just make it so you can rank better, you can have more clients, you can help more people make an impact to their lives.
One of the cool things that Sam and I and other folks who have done this for a long time believe in is that you should publish everything that you know. Don't hold back any secrets. So here at DigiMarCon, we gave away our SOPs on how we do everything. If you didn't come to DigiMarCon, you can Google this stuff.
It's like a 300-page document.
Yeah,
It's there.
you can ask ChatGPT, you know, what does Sam McLeod have to say about how do you optimize a personal brand website? What are the right WordPress plugins to use? All that stuff is published. Because when information's free, then the people who, for some reason, they're a do-it-yourself or they're trying to save money or whatever it might be, they can knock themselves out, right? You want to be an electrician and fix the electricity in your house, and you can go through all the manuals. It's not like the electricians have a secret. Okay? No, there's training for all that stuff, right?
Which you can find.
Yeah, and we publish it, and anyone who's good at it. So if you're watching this and you're a pro at any of these things and you want to contribute to this overall knowledge base, or you have stuff that's better than what we have, awesome, let's collaborate, right? But if you're a local service business and you just want to pay to have it done right and know it's done right by someone who's certified and there's a whole system and certification that backs that, imagine for $30 a month, your personal brand, that website, all these ingredients, all that stuff is being organized. And that's the thing you're going to hear about that I think we're going to launch at DigiMarCon Las Vegas in 2 weeks.
Yeah, $1 a day. It's the simplest thing.
Yeah. I've been teaching $1 a day for years.
Yeah.
Now we're finally going to launch it.
It's super fun.
Been working on this for over 20 years.
It's finally coming apart.
Yeah.
It's great. This is awesome. It's super exciting. It's just great too we get to share with people.
Yeah.
Because when you share information, you prove that you're the person with the actual authority.
Yeah.
Because you just want to help.
Yeah.
And lots of people can do it by yourselves. It's not rocket science. Anyone can learn this stuff.
It's not hard.
So, no.
It's like assembling IKEA furniture. It's maybe tedious. It might take you 3 hours to put that bookshelf together. But okay, now you got to take the A5 screw and put it doing this piece and that. Like that's all. Like all the stuff we do is literally hundreds and hundreds of little IKEA furniture assembly steps. And so, but the sum of it is like, okay, it's going to take me the whole afternoon.
Yeah.
And the reason why we are building all these AI agents inside ChatGPT and other places is each of them can do those little assembly steps.
That like we showed, well, probably what we'll go over a little more today is Agent Builder.
Yeah.
Because we're building out tasks for it specifically. Like you make the homepage, you make the about page, you make the blog post, and so they all work together to do it for us. So it optimizes everything that we do. Yeah. Makes it so much faster, so much easier. Your website sooner. It's going to work better. Yeah. It's going to rank better. Yeah. It's great.
And so we like to name these agents just for fun. Because we give them personalities, we train them, we onboard them, just like we train humans.
Jennifer, Christopher, they all have different duties, right? Just got to come up with new names for all the ones in the Agent Builder.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone gets their new name.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the celestial kingdom is coming.
It's right. It's here.
And so I think the main point for those of you guys who didn't come to the session is that the people who succeed in AI in the coming years are not programmers and technicians. They're actually great managers and leaders. And your ability to supervise and train up and give clear direction to your team members, the AIs are so good. As you know, yesterday we're literally talking to the AI. It's doing stuff. We're giving it feedback. We're coaching it just like we're managing a whole team. And so what's cool now is we're in this weird teenager in between, like between youth and adulthood.
Yeah.
And so we're coaching this mixed team of like VAs that are from the Philippines or Pakistan or from America, and these AI agents, and they're collaborating together.
Working together, right? Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's all about managing and communicating, and if you can show your team how to use it, everything that you're doing in your company, whatever it is gonna be so much better and so much smoother. And you don't need to be scared of it. It's not gonna attack you or just steal your information.
That's Hollywood sci-fi stuff. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it just wants to help you. And like literally yesterday, we're talking to it. It told us like, hey, what scripture is this, whatever, right? Yeah. And it responds, shows you the scripture, everything. Yeah. It's awesome. So don't be scared of it. Use it, utilize it, show your team, and just dive in, because anyone can learn it. It's not rocket science.
What's your number one piece of advice for people who are saying, where do I start?
I'll give you an example. I'm trying to build out this agent builder. So I asked ChatGPT how to build agents. I asked the agent builder how to build agents. So just ask it.
Yeah.
Whatever task you have, just ask it and talk to it. Typing's great, but it's not a search engine. So talk to it so you can listen to your tone, your ums, ahs, and what you're kind of thinking about, what you're trying to say. It understands that.
Yeah.
And so almost treat it like a $3 an hour VA, which it is.
Right
And
now
then-
it's $3 now.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And work with it slowly, and also say please and thank you. It'll work harder if you say that. That's what I'd say. Just ask it whatever task you have, see what it can do, and try and coach it along. If it's for a CRM, even if it's for an employee making a document for a meeting, whatever it is, just coach it along just like you would anybody else, and it'll do it for you.
Yeah. And just create 10 of yourself.
Yeah.
As long as it's well documented. It's like the copy machine. This is like before you were born. But people like me we'd put like our hand in the copy machine and photocopy that, and then photocopy the photocopy. And then once you photocopy the photocopy like 10 times, it's this blurry thing. And so it's low fidelity because every time it just degrades, right? And we think of ChatGPT as like a sidekick brain, sort of an extension of you. So to the degree that you can document your knowledge and your relationships, that is the determinant of how smart and how effective your agents can be. So what we do is record all of these working sessions, like through Zoom and whatnot.
Every Zoom's recorded.
Because that's just more, whatever you want to call that, all these assets and training and knowledge and experience to equip these VAs or agents.
It's a VA.
Yeah, they're VAs. I mean, they're not American or Filipino VAs. They're just AI.
Online, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we're all virtual, right? So the same thing, right? We live in the cloud, all of us, right? We upload it to the cloud. The Borg, resistance is futile. But think about, what is it that you want to do? What are things that people say, like, where's it? What are the repetitive things that you do every day? Like, everyone has like half their time doing stuff that is not a good use of their time.
I do more than half the time.
Yeah, and for me it's like 80%, right? So, all right, if you want to get that off your plate and it's repetitive, choose one. Don't try to document your whole life, but choose one thing. Maybe it's like, one of the things that I didn't like doing was looking at weekly status reports. Yeah. Well, guess what? You can, if you record Zoom calls, here's how all these reports come into this email folder or wherever it is, or into Basecamp or whatever system it can log in to get. Grab all of these, and here's how we evaluate the weekly status reports. Does it have this or that? Do we address certain things in a certain way? And we have an article explaining how to do that, which was written from a Zoom call where I expressed frustration about some people who didn't do it the right way, and then we turned it into an article, so now the AI can read the article and how I like to look at things. And now, every day at midnight, the AI sends out an update saying, here's how everyone's daily status report is. Here's, the weekly status report. There's all of these different things where it can do these tasks, which I think is super cool. And like, we'll take this podcast episode and we're going to run it through the AI and say, follow our guidelines to turn this into a YouTube video, which is not even edited. So all the ums and ahs.
Super raw.
We don't have to run through a video, AI, whatever. We're going to turn it into a blog post. And because it has context on Sam as a co-founder in Local Service Spotlight, because it understands DigiMarCon as a conference, because it has these other, me, DennisU.com, it can build those links. It can reference other things that we have written about or talked about or made videos about and tie them all together. And the cool thing is, once you have this critical mass where we've created enough videos about how to do personal branding, how to build a WordPress website, what plugins to use, how do you repurpose content, how do you get a knowledge panel, we've got so much on that ChatGPT can see it, and your ChatGPT can see it too. Yeah. Because we wanted to make sure, this is the whole like SEO visibility kind of thing. So the more it has about us, the more it can connect together. And the more powerful our entity becomes, the higher our confidence score as assigned by Google and the Knowledge Graph tool, which we built.
Yeah.
Same thing for you. But if you haven't used the AI to gather, organize, process, publish your knowledge, there's not stuff for it to reference and link between.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about too. Is I mean, if you give it a task, something monotonous, it might not know everything that you want it to do. It's pulling from the cloud, whatever, all the information, and it's just trying to figure out what you're trying to do. Like what, I don't know, Suzanne Coriel in Denver, Colorado is trying to figure out whatever task she has, right?
Yeah.
So something you can do is you can build out GPTs for these tasks. If you build out a GPT, that's where, I mean, they're an agent in a way. You can name it whatever and give it a task that it can complete. Give it direct instructions, and it can fulfill these repeatable tasks as you have to do. Just like Dennis talked about, or like a weekly MAA, like a weekly report. You can have it fill those out. You can have it read them, give an analysis on them. But if you give it the exact instructions, it's going to be far more direct on what you want it to do.
Yeah. And that's the next step. For those of you guys that are just using ChatGPT, as most people do, how then do you move into custom GPTs and projects where you have different functional roles, different employees, if you will, team members, instead of just you're talking to the one AI. Well, if you have one AI that's trying to do everything and it doesn't have the training and it doesn't have roles and responsibilities, you're a terrible manager.
It's not going to work at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. And so I say, start with a couple of monotonous tasks, one monotonous task even.
Yeah.
Get it to work really well, and then try another one. Try a project, build a GPT, use agent mode. Just start with one thing, and it'll grow and you'll learn, and then, who knows, in a couple of weeks or in a month or whatever, you're going to be learning it and using it really well, and same with your team. If you document it, everything that we're saying, document it all, repurpose it, put it on your Facebook, Instagram, whatever, or if you have a company group chat, whatever it is, so people can see how you do it.
Yeah. And then you built 4 or 5 of these team members, and if you're like me, you start to favor a certain team member for more certain kinds of tasks. Not because you don't want to play favorites as the boss, but for example, I really like Jennifer. And Jennifer's, she's learned how to grade articles, and I used to grade all of these article submissions, and I basically became like an English tutor, and I got really, it was annoying, okay, because people would make the same mistakes and make sure you have the right anchor text that's relevant to where you're linking to, and only link in this way, and make sure that you explain the task in this way, right? And I just got so tired of that, we created Jennifer.
Yeah.
Right? And everyone loves using Jennifer. And I think they prefer talking to Jennifer rather than me, because I guess I'm not as nice as Jennifer is.
Yeah, Jennifer's very kind.
Yeah. And you can, of course, change the temperature and tonality and stuff, which you, just like with the human, you have to.
If you want your angry boss to do whatever, you can make it do that. It's great. Yeah.
And then as Jennifer gets smarter, we have a ChatGPT business plan with 20 or 30 people in there. And thus everyone on the team is able to use Jennifer. Now, if you're ChatGPT Plus or Pro, that's an individual plan. You can't share the team members that you're building. And there's nothing wrong where if you just want to, you're a solopreneur, it's just you in the business, and you have your 4 or 5 team members and they work only for you when no one else can talk to them except you, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
But if you want to scale things to other people, you're a local service business and you know that growth comes from creating opportunities for other people, then you want to be able to share your knowledge and whatnot with other people that can then also work with Jennifer and Ethan and whatnot.
Yeah, the business plan is so much better too, because if you're all repurposing your content, sharing your content, using it, it's gonna be the tasks that you're doing and the order that you do them in are gonna be brought to the surface faster by ChatGPT.
Yeah.
You create like a mini cloud almost.
Yeah. These cloud of agents, cloud of witnesses.
Yeah.
Working with folks like Sam is so cool because when you are a hands-on practitioner as a mechanic, you can tell when someone knows what they're talking about and they're speaking from experience. And I want to work only with people who roll up their sleeves and are doing this day in and day out. And I encourage you to also, there's a lot of people that want to give their advice. We were at the pool last night and some guy wanted to go on and on about whatever he thought.
I didn't even know what he was saying. I had no idea what he was doing.
Yeah, he was just talking. Whatever. But he'd love to give his advice on how marketing should be done and whatnot. I'm like, I'm happy to listen, but you have no credibility, bro. Right? You've never done it, but you have a big opinion about AI and all. Okay, that's awesome, right? That's cool. I'll be polite. But you're going to see, if you haven't already, this flood of all these people giving their advice. And a lot of these people are very confident. They're very fervent. It's not like they're trying to lie to you, but they they don't know what they're talking about.
And they have no malintent. Like, it's just
right. Everyone's got an opinion. I saw a post by Michael Stelzner this morning on Facebook. Michael Stelzner is the founder of Social Media Marketing World. He is the guy for social media marketing. He's got the biggest conference, the biggest podcast, biggest community, biggest membership subscription group, biggest Facebook group, millions of people. And he said that he doesn't trust the majority of people who are giving their opinion on AI because you need to look at their intent. And he said, there's all these billionaire companies where they're pushing out their view of AI because they're trying to recoup their multi-billion-dollar investments in technology.
Right.
There are educational consultants who sell SEO and AI, whatever, and of course, they're trying to present it as SEO is confusing, so therefore you need to hire us, right? So you need to look at their intent. There are technology companies where they're going to frame it from the standpoint of, you need to use our tool, right? And he said, you can listen to any of these people out there, but consider where their intent is, because that they don't even realize that flavors their, they get, what is
Blindside,
it?
tunnel
Yeah,
vision
exactly.
almost,
Tunnel
yeah.
vision on that. And so we have to think about that as well.
Yeah. I think that's something that just proves, in a way, our intent is how much we share.
Yeah.
Everything. Like, if you want us to do it for you, we will do it for you.
Yeah.
$1 a day, that's what we do, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't, you just want to do it yourself, we put it all out there.
Yeah.
All of it. And it's clear. It's a 300-page SOP.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
that's one of many.
Yeah, yeah. So you can read through it and you can learn it for yourself. We're not trying to sell you a product or whatever. We put it out there for free just because we know they'll make an impact in your life.
There's something that changed my life 30 years ago, and it's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. You heard of that?
No, I haven't.
It's a life-changing thing. The Dunning-Kruger effect is people who are new to a field. They're new to tennis. They're new to using ChatGPT. And people who are new to something, they tend to have like this know-it-all, or maybe they have a little bit of beginner luck, but those people who don't have much experience in something tend to have this huge level of confidence. And then those people who are actual pros, they tend to be more humble. And the reason why you have this weird irony dichotomy is that the more you've studied, the more experience you have in doing something, the more you realize you don't know.
Yeah.
Like every time I learn one new thing, there's like five more new things that I don't realize, and then pretty soon I'm incredibly ignorant the more I've studied. And that's how I feel about anything now, right? So the antidote to Dunning-Kruger is, do you have the demonstrated personal experience in achieving the result? Like building a personal brand website for folks who are major players in the home service industries. David Carroll, Tommy Mello. This morning, Chuck Thoke made a post on Facebook saying, hey, thank you, Dennis. We got the knowledge panel and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Right?
Great. Thanks so much.
And so if you have a documented track record of achieving a result, that is the antidote to Dunning-Kruger, because instead of you just having an opinion, or I heard someone else say that, I'm just going to repeat what I heard someone else say. You have the, we call that learn, do, teach. You've actually done the thing. So if you've actually done the thing, you are properly equipped, qualified to train an agent to do that thing because you've done it. You can feed it your experiences, it can learn from that, and it can follow you like an apprentice would, which is why people in home services love the ethos of what we teach. Because if you're a master plumber, you understand a plumber has to go through these apprentice stages and eventually journeyman and eventually become a master plumber themselves. So think about, how do we prevent this blindness or the things that you don't know. What you do is you publish what you have and you see if other people can follow it. If other people can follow our GPTs, if other people can build personal brand websites for local service businesses and achieve the same results that we do, then they're qualified. And then another level, which is how we keep ourselves accountable, is we take our training and SOPs and whatnot, and then we run it again back through ChatGPT saying, is there something here that we might be missing?
How can we make this better?
Yeah.
How can we make this more efficient, more useful?
Do I have a hidden bias here?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, ChatGPT is just going to glaze you up, and they're going to say how amazing you are, and it's so good, because it's going to try to match.
That's where the tonality comes in.
Yeah, exactly.
Teaching it how you want it to talk, how do you want it to respond. You can say, be honest, do not sugarcoat, and it won't. It will tell you the exact facts.
But it'll still try to be nice.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
You have to say it in a certain way, because it'll say, okay, no sugarcoating. You're amazing, Sam.
Yeah.
Right? It'll do that to you.
Yeah.
But you have to do, I think that It's not just the magic abracadabra words to use. I believe that if you have the intent that you actually are willing to take critical feedback, then it somehow is able to determine that that's the case, right?
Yeah, very true. Yeah, like if you're going to it with an SOP and saying, where's my bias?
Yeah.
How can we change this?
Yeah.
What's something we could add or take away to make this 100% more efficient or whatever it is, it'll give you the feedback you need.
Especially if you talk to it.
Yeah, talking to it.
That adds an extra level. Because when you communicate with someone, you can say, right?
Like texting versus being in person.
Yeah, exactly.
It's exactly
like the tone, right? Like someone says something like, okay, or okay, or okay, or there's all the different ways you can say the same thing, means same words, but it means different. Yeah. So think about that. It's your skill as a manager. How are you using ChatGPT? Your success is dependent upon how good of a manager you are, how clear your vision is. Without the vision, people will perish. And you have different team members that are also bought into your vision. And you want to make impact. What is the impact you want to make? Have you made that public? Is it on your personal brand website? Is it on your Instagram, Facebook, and whatnot? The mission that you want to, I don't care if you're a plumber or an orthodontist or a roofer, you care about making an impact in the families that you serve and the team members that you have, and because they're paying mortgages and all of them are depending upon your HVAC company to be able to grow and pay the bills for all of your people and whatnot. So if you publish that intent, then and you're clear about that, that's what's going to cause you to win in this ChatGPT, Gemini, Anthropic, Grok, whatever world. That's the thing that I've come to the conclusion of. I've talked to all these other people who are super successful, not just in technology, but in business, and that's what they've told me. I think that's fascinating.
Yeah, really neat.
It's not some technical engineering, how well do you write JavaScript, Python
It's nothing
code.
about that.
Yeah. How efficiently can you pull from the Google AdWords API?
It's not about that
That's
at all.
not it. Yeah.
And if we think about managing, and if ChatGPT and AI is about managing and communication, the better manager you are in the workplace, the better you're going to be at using these tools.
Yeah.
If you're a poor manager and a poor communicator, even not even in the workplace, in your everyday relationships, you're not going to use them the best. So if you can, and honestly, if you do this, if you learn how to communicate with this, your relationships in your workplace is probably going to be better too.
Yeah. One thing I saw yesterday that gave me a clue that Sam's a good manager and why I'm a lousy manager. I'm a good leader, but I'm a lousy manager. He was having lunch yesterday, and you ever go to like a buffet and you have like 5 or 6 things on the plate? He was eating the green beans and finishing that before he moved to the salad, before he moved to the ribs, before he moved to the bowl of soup. He was like finishing one thing it's like a sector. You're like a surgeon, you're like dissecting each of the, and so I'm like, let me try the chicken. Oh, that's good. Let me try the ribs. Let me try the salad. Let me try the soup. And that's how I'm tasting it. Like, oh no, I want a bite of the ribs, right?
And it's not wrong or right. It's just how do you like to do it?
You can't be a good manager if you're like that, right?
I guess. I don't know. But yeah, if you do one task, basically, because if you have, think about it like this, if you have 10 different agents working, you got to manage all of them.
Yeah.
So if you get one to do one step, go to the next, do another step, go to the next, do another step, come back, make sure it did it. If you're a good manager, what you're doing with ChatGPT, OpenAI, it's going to be awesome. You're going to love it, and your work's going to be so much better.
I found my manager style, I'll say this is the last thing, is that and maybe you're like this too, I'm really good at initiating things. Here's a great idea, and I'll get it like half done.
Yeah.
So I'll have 10 things that are half done, like my plate of food at lunch yesterday, right? And so that's neither a strength nor a weakness, depending on how you use it, because then I have a bunch of things that are half finished. I can now give it to the agent to complete each of those items, or another team member to complete. And whether it's a human or non-human team member, if I'm a leader visionary and I'm coming up with these things and relationships and opportunities, then the balance to me, the yin yang, is the integrator, right? The operator, the project manager to do that. And someone who's a good project manager, this is the whole thing on how good are you at organizing teams, knowing what your strengths and weaknesses are. So if you have a management style, consider how does that translate into how you manage your agents.
Yeah, super neat. If you can do that, if you can be a good manager, you can manage what you do in your personal life, even to that relates.
Yeah.
Then you're going to use these so much better. What you're working is going to be great.
Amen.
And it can be confusing, but don't let it confuse you. Just focus on communicating with it, and getting it to do simple tasks, and treating it like it's the $3 VA that it is. And it'll help you, it'll do the work, and you'll realize and you'll learn really fast about how well it will work for you.
So if you've been watching this, you know that the people who are winning using ChatGPT, it's their philosophy as a manager, as a leader, their ability to translate their mission and vision into tactical steps that are executed by teammates that have particular roles and function. That's leadership and entrepreneurship. It doesn't matter what kind of business you have. Love to hear, what do you guys think about this? Any feedback you have for Sam or me, or anything where you think that we can make things better for everybody?
Yeah, questions, suggestions.
We'd love to hear it.
We're here for it. Anything to help us improve is great. And if you want us to build your personal site, if you want us to show you how to do this stuff, we've all documented it.
Amen. Final word, Sam?
Final word is be open to learning. If you have an open mind, then you'll do well.
I'm 51 and I feel like I'm 12 again.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Yeah. Awesome, guys. Well, see you guys in the next episode.
So yeah.
Time to go eat.
Sweet.